Bet the Ring Fanatics podcast, episode 157. I'm Nick, your host. With me, as always, is my co-host Joel.
Yo.
As I say at the beginning of every episode, subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on all social medias: Instagram, Twitter, X, TikTok, anywhere else we can be found, including wherever you listen to the audio versions of podcasts like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, etc. Go support us any way you can, even if you buy our merch, anything. We really appreciate that.
Yep.
Um, so the last episode we did, just 2 days ago that we released this, we did night one predictions of WrestleMania 40. Today, this episode, we're doing night two of WrestleMania 40 predictions.
Yes, sir.
Um, Monday night, this past Monday night, Triple H released the match card for both nights. The matches we are discussing today are obviously matches for night two. The next day, again, this was just reports. Things could change. Dave Meltzer did announce the order of what matches are happening throughout both nights. So we're going to be doing those predictions based off of the order that Dave Meltzer released. Again, things could change. The order of the match card could change, so we got to wait and see. But again, we're just going to do predictions based off of the order that he revealed on Tuesday morning. So whatever you see here is what the order is. Have you seen the order from night two? Because I know you didn't see the order from night one.
No, I have not. I know the matches. I don't know the order.
Okay, okay. Because let me tell you now.
It's
Let me tell you this
interesting.
right now. Very interesting.
Okay.
I was shocked on the first match specifically. You're gonna be like, "Whoa," type of thing. Like this match first,
Okay.
but you ready?
Yeah. Let's do it.
The first match of night two is the World Heavyweight Championship: Seth freaking Rollins versus Drew McIntyre World Heavyweight Title match. This is it. First match,
This
and
is
I'm not even
opening.
joking.
This
Yeah,
is opening the show.
it is.
Wow. Okay.
Again, things can change from now till this is Thursday night. From now till Sunday, things can change. Who knows?
Yes.
Who knows? Because what if like Sunday, Saturday night, Seth gets injured, they need to hold him back, or either way, whatever happens, it may change. But this is what
Yeah.
Dave Meltzer reported as the first match of night one, night two. So it shocked me too. I thought it was gonna be
That's
like later,
yeah.
but
That's interesting. I guess it is a champion. You know what I mean? You can't give it co-main event, but then you also can't throw it just in the middle of the card.
you're
So
gonna
I
be
guess
shocked in the co-main event too. You're gonna be when we get to that.
oh
You're gonna be shocked.
shit.
Not
Okay.
shocked, but like,
So
okay, this is
okay, so, but wow, I can't believe they're opening it. I thought they were gonna get Cole. I thought it was gonna be like yesterday, like a break, and then the last two matches would be them two.
yeah,
Um, but you know what? Starting off with, I think it's gonna be a banger match.
it is.
I I I, I got McIntyre for this one.
Me too, man.
I think it makes the most sense. I think it's time for a change of the belt. Even if McIntyre is just a transitional champion, I'm fine with that, but I think he could hold it for a little bit. And you know I'm not the biggest Drew fan, but
Yeah,
lately
yeah.
I'm a big Drew heel guy though, so I'm down with him winning the belt as a heel and holding it for a little bit. But yeah, I got McIntyre.
Me too, but um, I don't see him holding it past Sunday night. Um, I do think that because I do agree with what you said for the night one prediction episode where Rock costs Seth the championship night one, Priest versus McIntyre night two.
Yep.
Um, but I also think that Seth is walking in night two as champion. McIntyre is going to win it. Then we're going to see a new champion night two.
Ooh.
Um, with from Priest cashing in on McIntyre because that makes sense storyline wise.
Okay.
Not, yeah, this I think Priest should win the belt, but I think storyline wise it works. If you remember
Oh yeah,
last year,
it does. Yeah.
yeah, last year McIntyre prevented multiple times Priest of cashing in,
Yes.
and now at a big stage at like WrestleMania. Where McIntyre wins the first,
Yeah.
he won a championship, gets his big moment that he didn't get 4 years ago, only to be get taken away from Damian Priest.
Ooh.
Um, but I think CM Punk could help that, or The Rock. Either one is fine. Um, but I think it would make sense for The Rock if Seth retains it. but CM Punk more of Drew retains it. Um,
Okay.
I wouldn't mind it if McIntyre also doesn't get cashed in on, because I do want to see. It does make sense based off of how hard he's put in the work for holding the storyline down.
Yeah.
Um, this whole feud with Punk back and forth. I would want to see that as as a title match down the line. That would make sense. But I think that would be such a heel move if Priest came out and cashed in, because we also got to take
Definitely.
into consideration too that we don't know if McIntyre is resigning with WWE.
Very
We don't.
true.
As of right now, he could have easily signed to the table, you know,
Yeah.
but we don't know. He could be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna stay till Clash at the Castle, then I'm done. I'm out here." He could hold it till then, yes, but why
Yeah.
would you give someone a championship if they're not going to be around much longer? That's my thing. So
That
I
does
wouldn't be mad
make
at that.
that does make sense. Yeah, but maybe they're using this to entice him back, to be like, hey, like,
Yeah,
come on, you're in a good spot right now. And it was because he
yeah,
didn't like the direction where his character was going. So maybe now he's fine with it. Maybe he resigned, like you said, resigned under the table or something. Um, but I think even if he hasn't resigned, I could see him winning it and them taking it off of him like in a month or two before he
yeah,
even
probably.
finishes up. So I could see
Yeah,
either way. But I think McIntyre's gonna win. Like you said, a cash in would be cool. I think that's kind of tough though to do it on the opening match.
yeah.
It's kind of
But
rough.
that would be a great starter too, though. Like you're starting
Yeah,
off the night with the cash in. Like, oh shit,
very
now
true.
this
Yeah,
it's
you're
gonna be this
starting
type of
off.
night.
Yeah, you're starting off strong.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I'm
But
down with it.
you also have the announcement from earlier this week of Clash at the Castle being in Scotland. You could also do the cash in there because that's technically before Money in the Bank
Yes.
this year. So
Yeah.
he Damian Priest can cash in then that could give him a heel because that's his home country. You know, you could have
Yeah.
McIntyre retain, the crowd goes wild, then now comes Priest with the cash in. So they could technically do it then too. That'll probably be more reasonable or a good time to do it.
Yeah, that
But I
is
just feel
true.
like this time, if McIntyre wins it for the first time, then gets cashed in on, I feel like it'll add more to the story than waiting until Clash to do it.
Nah, yeah, I definitely understand that. I also think this might be WWE giving him his moment.
Yeah,
McIntyre. That's why I don't know if they're gonna do the cash in, because they might want him just to like get the W and get to celebrate with the fans and then dip. Even though he is a heel, he's like a
yeah,
heel that thinks he's a baby face, which is kind of confusing because he's kind of like a tweener right now. But that's why I kind of look at him. He's like a heel that thinks he's a baby. Like he's trying to convince us he's a baby face because he's helping us.
yeah. Because the thing is, like we've talked about this a while, multiple times, where like people love baby faces, people love heels, so they're gonna cheer for him because he's
Yeah,
doing a great job, not
yeah,
because they're supposed to hate him, because he's doing a good job, so they're gonna cheer for him.
yeah,
So they may end up celebrating with him at the
yeah.
end. Who knows? Um,
But still,
and
that'll be a
again,
big moment for Priest too to come in and cash in like that.
yeah. And plus, Seth. I think we said this for night one. It's like Seth is, his body's banged up, man. You know, take a little break. You
Yeah.
don't need to be in the picture still. You could wait. So that too.
Damn. There's a lot of possibilities you could do with this because you could even
There's so
have
much.
Priest do a Rollins on Rollins and
Yeah,
make it a triple threat. Like,
that'd be sick. That'd be sick.
damn, I can't wait to see how this plays out. Either
I
way, though,
know.
I think McIntyre's taking it.
Me too. Me too. I don't think it just
I
makes
think
sense for so many
Rollins, yeah,
reasons.
it needs to get off of Rollins.
It does. I love Rollins, but he doesn't need it right now.
No, he doesn't. He needs a break. That's what he needs.
Yeah, he
He
needs a
needs a break.
goddamn break.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, McIntyre deserves it too. I
Yeah,
mean, he's been
definitely with the
killing it.
hard work he's been putting in. Yeah. I mean, come on. Like, I'm going for McIntyre. I hate that.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Nah, but
crazy how
as a
like
heel, his heel work has been incredible, and his whole storyline is really dope. So he definitely
yeah,
deserves it.
and to even realize that it was supposed to be Punk's moment, and then it got taken
They,
away, and then it's like
yeah, I'd
the fact
rather
that he
this.
capitalized on his moment, be like, yo, I'm making this storyline work. It's like
Yeah,
deserves it. It makes sense. So
Because
yeah, I
to
got
be
McIntyre
honest,
too.
now that I think about it, like, what would that match would have even looked like?
Yeah,
Punk and Rollins. Because Punk is older and Rollins isn't 100. What would that match would have looked like if it was booked for this? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, yeah,
would
yeah,
we have gotten the best match possible? Nah, so it's probably better that we didn't get it now and get it down the road sometime with
yeah.
night two.
If we wait till next year, it'd probably be much better. But
Yeah,
or even like SummerSlam,
yeah,
I wouldn't have
yeah,
minded.
middle of the year.
But yeah, so wouldn't mind it. I got McIntyre. Next match,
McIntyre.
second match of night two is the six-man tag match. Final Testament versus Bobby Lashley and Street Profits in a Philly street fight. Um, the least anticipated match of the night, in my opinion.
I forgot this match was happening.
You too, yeah.
you
I had
the
to find the
picture
graphic. I'm
the
like,
picture came up and I was like, oh shit, I forgot about this. I had to find the graphic and screenshot
yeah. I was
this.
like, where is it? I'm like, where?
Sending you
Because I saw it
a
on the
goose hunt.
I saw on the
Yo,
list. I'm like, what? They confirmed it. Okay, but then on the site they didn't have the match graphic up yet until like I think yesterday or today,
yo.
and I was like, oh man, and I, I had to find it. And I'm like, okay. I thought they were gonna leave this out of Mania, in my
Yeah, me too. I
opinion.
thought it was gonna happen on SmackDown.
Yeah, but I guess they said they were gonna add more, and they have to finish this somewhere, shape or
For
form.
this to be second is crazy though.
But it's gonna be a Philly street fight. I'm assuming this might be like the fun. I don't want to say bathroom break. You could say a bathroom
Nah,
break, but
depending. But this is gonna
it's
be like, yeah, doing a street fight is gonna be cool.
it's gonna be like the
Um,
ladder match on night one. It's gonna be entertainment wise.
yeah,
Like, you know,
it's the
the
gimmick
match
match of
itself.
the night. Yeah,
Yeah, the match itself. It's gonna be better than the storyline, and we're
yeah,
gonna be enjoyed. You know, maybe
yeah. I
take our
mean,
minds off of the previous match. Be like, now we're gonna have fun instead of
yeah.
stressed, and then something like that. Um, but I don't know. I don't even know who I want to win. To be
Couldn't even
honest.
tell you to be honest. I'm. You know what? You know what? Give it to Cross. Give it Cross and AOP.
I'm gonna say Bobby Lashley and his crew. I mean,
Okay.
um, I love the Final Testament. I love the group and how they were formed, but Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits just turned back to being baby faces, so I think they should keep them strong that way.
Yeah.
Um, get the upper hand, I guess. I thought the Street Profits were going to be in the ladder match, but this is probably better for them to do
Yeah.
a bigger
It's
spotlight.
more. It's more. Yeah, I was gonna say that more of a spotlight than just another tag team with a bunch of them. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
actually just six guys in the ring. Not fucking. How many is there gonna be in that tag match?
six in that match.
Six
Yeah,
tag teams.
six tag teams. Yeah, so
That means
like
12 men. Yeah.
12. Yeah, yeah,
Wow. It's gonna be a
yeah. So
lot
many
going
people.
on.
I know. Yeah, exactly. A lot going on. And same thing here. There's gonna be a lot going on, a
Yeah,
lot of
this.
mayhem, but that's the
I think
fun
this is
part.
gonna be fun. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun match. Hopefully they nothing too crazy happens and everybody comes out of this okay, and they don't try like because it's Mania. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
maybe some people might go into this and be like, I gotta prove myself. We're in a street
yeah.
fight. Yeah, let's do something crazy. Nah,
They're
we're
definitely
not
gonna
doing
have
nothing
like
crazy,
they're
guys.
definitely gonna have like Montez do a whole bunch of splashes on something.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm
maybe I'll go
excited
into
for
a
it. I
ladder.
like it's one of those matches that's like it's not really a Mania match, but it's gonna be an exciting match. I'm excited for it.
It's like the Knoxville and Sami Zayn match that happened like 2 years
Yeah,
ago. Like it was a
exactly.
fun
Yes.
entertainment match.
Yeah.
Um, but it means more in this case
Yeah.
instead of that one.
Than just that one.
Um, yeah. So let's just hope for a fun match. But I got the Street Profits. I don't know if they still called the Pride, but
I call them the Pride.
yeah, I'll call them. Yeah, sure, I'll call them the Pride. I mean, it's easier than saying Lashley and the Street Profits. Did you see
Very
the
true.
video that Lashley posted today with the ECW stuff at Mania Access?
No, I did
They
not.
had they had an ECW section.
Oh my god, because he's an ECW guy. I forgot he's an ECW guy.
He was the ECW champion,
I
yeah.
forgot
And
about
so
that.
yeah,
He's
he
an
came out
ECW
to his
guy.
entrance and everything. Yeah,
I forgot Lashley's an ECW guy. Holy shit. I gotta go look at that
yeah.
video after this. That's awesome.
I think they put
I
it
forgot
on
he's
their
stripped.
socials, so
That's
it
awesome.
should
I gotta
be.
check that out.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I
Sean
forgot about that. I'm
Lashley.
like,
That's
wait.
fun. Yo, that's so random. Yeah. When he was
Yeah,
saying it, I was like, why was he taking pictures with EC? And I was like, oh shit. Yeah, I forgot about
yeah.
that little
Like a
section
brief
of his
run. Yeah,
career. Yo,
yeah.
that's wild.
It was MMA, then before that was ECW. But
Yeah.
it's
Nah,
insane.
yeah, I'll give it to Cross and the boys. AOP.
Yeah, shout out to AOP though. Glad they're back. But yeah,
Yeah,
I got
definitely.
the pride on this one. Taking the W. Yeah. So that's match number two. The third match of the night is LA Knight versus AJ Styles 1-on-1. Um, what are your thoughts on this storyline?
Why didn't this open the show?
I was thinking about that too. I mean, I would have preferred um the Bailey and Io match, but since they're doing the women's match for night one, I think they don't want to do that back to back.
Yeah, that's true.
Um, but this storyline, this match itself, like, is going to be hands down. Uh, it's definitely going to steal the night, I would
Yeah,
say.
100%.
Um, because AJ always outperforms at Mania. That Shane McMahon match he had a couple years ago, did not think that was going to be good, but he made it work.
It's AJ, baby. It's
Yeah,
AJ.
it's
What else do
AJ.
you expect?
Exactly.
You know
Yeah.
he's gonna have a banger match.
Yeah.
I don't think he's. I'm trying to think now of like his Mania matches.
It
He
was
have one.
Shinsuke. He had one. His
Shinsuke
first boss
was.
was Jericho. Jericho was
Let's
first
talk.
one.
Jericho was cool. Jericho was a
Yeah.
cool match, but it was on 32, so it was kind of like tough. Shinsuke. A lot of people shit on that match. It's not a bad match. They
It's
just
not. It wasn't.
compare it. They just compare it too much. Because if you don't see the first one and you watch Mania, it's a great match. With a
Yeah.
stupid ending, no. But it's a great match. But people shit on it too much because of the Wrestle Kingdom one. And it's like, give them a break.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not going to be the
it's
same thing.
it's different. Yeah, it's different styles, man. It's 5-star wrestling versus entertainment. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
two different things. But yeah, AJ's always gonna put on a banger. That's why with this one, you got AJ Styles, right? You got LA Knight. You got two guys that I think are underlooked and
Hmm.
underused. And I think they both feel the same way. Well, at least LA Knight right now, because kind of like stagnant, like just he's there. He was hot at a minute.
Yeah.
I think they're both gonna go out there and try to prove something. And that's why I think this match is gonna steal the weekend. Things
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be one of those matches that's gonna be talked about for a while. I'm excited for this one.
I could
Really excited for
definitely.
this one.
Me too. Me too. I could definitely see this kind of what we were talking about the other day with the Jimmy and Jay match, where the winner
Yes.
walks out and it has like huge stakes on him now because he won.
Yeah.
If LA Knight wins, they're gonna push him to the moon. Maybe a championship down the road in the next couple of months. Or same thing with AJ Styles. If he wins, he may get a title shot or opportunity somewhere down the line, and use this match as like a reasoning to get that title shot.
Yeah.
Um, so I think that'll be this match is going to be again very good from top to bell to bell. It's two veterans of the business, I should say, who probably know each other at the back of their hands. I'm pretty sure they've been around quite some time, wrestled in the same companies at the same time. I don't think they were in TNA at the same time. Then they just miss each other. Um,
To be honest, not sure. Not sure.
I,
They might
me
have
neither.
just missed each other, or maybe
Yeah,
like overlapped for like the last year. But I think they have missed each other.
yeah. 'Cause I know he started as Eli Drake, like right when he went to Japan. So
Yeah.
it may have been that. I don't know, but I'm sure they've known each other for a while before they know how they work. So they're gonna make this match a banger regardless. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a
Um,
fact.
so I'm excited to see what they can do. And again, I'm glad this is third because I mean I'm not glad that it's third because it can either go either way with this with the 6-man match going before. People are
Yeah.
gonna be excited and then overlook this one, be like, this one's gotta outperform that one. That's what I'm scared of. Because if they all of a sudden, if the 6-man match was very, very good, people are gonna be like, "Oh, this match was okay. The other one was better." Blah blah blah. But it's like, nah, it's LA Knight and AJ Styles.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be two veterans in the
Absolutely.
ring. and putting in the work. So I think it's going to be a great match.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited for this one. I mean, always excited for AJ's matches, but this one in particular, like I said, I think both of these guys feel like they have something to prove, and I think they're gonna try and steal the show, and I think they're gonna do it.
Yeah, and I like the storyline too. The storyline's been very personal.
Yeah,
That segment with the when LA Knight going to his house, AJ's house, and the
that was
cops
yeah,
called.
that really got me into it because at the
Yeah,
beginning I was like, ah, okay, like still
yeah,
excited for it, but it was like they're not really doing nothing with it. And then when they did that whole segment, I was like, okay, you got me now. You got
yeah.
me. Let's do this.
Because it felt like one of those stories to where it was like, oh, because LA Knight was close of winning or getting a title shot, and then AJ ruined it. But then why did AJ ruin it for him specifically? It was
Yeah.
like you could have just done the same thing for anyone, but why him? I don't get it. Um, and then I don't even know if they just did they say anything about that, but like
I don't think they ever
regardless,
even told us why.
yeah,
Well,
I
wasn't
just
AJ before he left? Who was his last like?
Roman and
Was it
Bloodline,
Roman?
yeah. I think they were in the Fatal Four Way. They were in the Fatal Four Way. That's what the Rumble.
Okay,
Yeah, it was him. It was him, Randy, AJ, and Roman.
got you.
And then yeah. So that's probably it. Like, oh, if I'm not getting it, you're not getting it.
Yeah,
Type of thing, I guess. Um, so I guess that worked out for them.
yeah.
But it's I always find it funny that he flew to Australia just to do a chair shot, then dip. Um,
Yo,
but
listen, gotta do your job, man. Had to cost
that
him
is
that
true.
match real quick, no matter the
Yeah,
flight or travel.
yeah. And it's crazy how LA Knight wasn't even on the card last year to now being on the card.
Yeah,
This year.
that's a big, and he's in a big spot. It's not just like a tag match or
Yeah,
just a random battle royal or something. He's going against AJ Styles at
yeah.
WrestleMania.
That is true. That is true.
That's huge.
It means a lot. For him, it's again like it's they could have done, you know, like again, like you said, like a random battle royal or something, but they trusted him this year to be like you were
Yeah,
over last year. People loved you. It'll be a crime if he kept you off this year.
yeah.
So they kind of like learned from their mistake,
Well, I
and
think WWE knows he's still over. It was one of those situations that too much was happening and we couldn't like a lot of the fans couldn't show their love to LA Knight because there was so many people on the card, right?
yeah,
Now with people going away and taking breaks, which I think are going to happen after Mania, they need a top guy like that that's going to step up. And I think they're going to use LA Knight. Like, I would love for AJ to win this match, but I think this is the starting point. I think this is just like the first step for LA Knight to get that run. I think this is the starting point for him. And
yeah,
once he beats AJ, it's off and going. I would love for AJ to win. I'm an AJ guy. I'm an
yeah.
AJ guy. But LA Knight, is I think he deserves it. He deserves
He
this win
does.
after the last year that he's had. He deserves this win. And like I said, if this is the start for it, he definitely deserves it.
Yeah, same. I mean, for me, I would have gone either way. And like, if AJ Styles won, I wouldn't have been mad. But
Yeah,
the
because I
thing
think
is,
a loss at AJ is not. It's not gonna hurt you because AJ's AJ. Yeah, it's like losing to
yeah,
Roman. Like Roman's Roman. Of course you're gonna lose. Like it's different losing to certain people. So him coming on this stage and losing to AJ is like, okay, but he doesn't like hurt him in a way where he loses to like a Rollins. You know what I mean? That's a tough L. Like if McIntyre loses against Rollins, that's tough. It's like okay, but it's done. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I mean, especially you don't want LA Knight to have his start of his WrestleMania career being 0-1.
Yeah,
You know, so it doesn't make sense to just randomly give him a loss when, like you said, after the year he's had,
yeah.
you don't want him to start off with a bad record for WrestleMania. You know,
Unless you have plans with AJ, and I'll tell you right now, they never have plans for AJ. So that I don't see him losing. No, that's the only way I can see LA Knight losing if they have a plan for AJ, and they're not gonna do nothing with AJ. They haven't, and they won't. So I
Maybe.
think I would love for them to do something with AJ. I would love for him to get another title reign, but I don't see it
Like
happening.
this is. I mean, you got to remember that Backlash is happening right after. So unless they're planning for a rematch of some sort, which I don't think this one would get a rematch. Um,
Nah, I don't think
unless
so.
that's yeah, unless they do something to where like Logan Paul gets wins his match and then they they win. I don't know. Like they both make a great argument to who
Yeah,
should
you're gonna
face
have to
Logan
stretch
Paul.
it out. Yeah, you're gonna have to stretch it
Yeah,
out to have them fight again. You're gonna have to do something
yeah,
like that, like make it a number one contender or something. Because I think after this match, they're good. They don't need
yeah.
another rematch or anything.
They don't need that at all.
No.
Um, I mean, again, if I would pay them, I would want to see another match of them if they put on a
Oh
banger of a
yeah.
match, but
Oh, definitely. It just
not
won't
like
make sense
immediately.
storyline wise. Yeah, like
Yeah. So I just rather have LA Knight win, get his victory. It's sponsored by Slim Jim, which I don't know why they have to sponsor matches at all or
oh,
fucking do
cause
that. I hate
he's the
when they do that.
Slim Jim guy.
Oh shit, I forgot. Yeah, he
Yeah,
is a Slim Jim guy.
yeah.
Yeah, but so is Bianca. Bianca's in the commercials too, but they don't sponsor their matches. Her matches. That's I
Did
don't
she
know.
say
But
snap into a Slim Jim? I don't
no,
think so. I don't think so.
yeah, but Macho Man's always been the Slim Jim guy. I don't know why they
Yeah,
just
but now they do it with him, and they go like back and forth. They go to him and then Macho, or something, or
yeah
Macho and then him. And it's like, why would you show both? Like,
yeah. I don't know.
snap into Slim Jim.
Yeah. They have
That's
similar
random as hell
catchphrases.
though.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Slim Jim. I like how you snuck that
Yeah.
in. I thought you were gonna say sponsored by Mountain Dew. I was about to say, yo, LA Knight has no luck with Mountain Dew. Get that out of
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Off topic though, because you just reminded me of that match they had last year. Um, did you get the chance to watch the Bray Wyatt documentary yet?
Yes, I did. Did you get to see
You
it?
did. I did.
That shit was sad as hell.
Yeah, I was gonna say I definitely shed a few tears, and
Oh, oh hell yeah, that was crazy.
yeah.
And then them explaining like what happened. That I was like, why?
Oh
I
yeah,
didn't need to
that
hear
that.
this story.
But it got me though. That part
But yeah,
got
it
me.
was. I did like that they like told the whole story, like, and they took you into his mind. I like that. No, like it was all love for him. The worst thing
Yeah,
they said was that he was hard to work with because he was too creative. Like that's a
because he was.
crazy ass statement.
It was
He's
like
too creative. He was too hard to work with.
it almost was
He's
like a backhanded compliment. Like he it was
yeah,
hard to work with him because he was passionate at his
yeah.
job.
He
Like
wanted.
that's a good thing. Yeah,
He was a perfectionist. That's
exactly.
what it
Like
was.
that's
Yeah.
they turned it around and make it a good thing
But
to
that's
make
what
it
I'm
not
saying.
seem
It
like he's a
wasn't even
bad
like
guy.
a
It
bad
was
thing. That was the worst thing
yeah,
they said. It wasn't even bad.
exactly.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I really liked how they did that. I thought it was dope. I liked how they brought in Bo, the sister, to tell like from his point of view because it seemed like they were close as hell.
yeah,
Um, Shout out Bray, bro. When they showed shout out JoJo, and then they showed his first wife. Yo, my son Bray, good for him, man.
yeah,
He was living
yeah.
his life. I was
He
like, good
was.
for him. They're
His
both
kids look
beautiful.
exactly like him, which
Look
is
just
crazy.
like
Ju-
him, bro. They got the same face.
Same face. Yeah,
Same face.
it's
And
crazy.
it looked like the ex wife was cool with him still. Cause even when she was talking
Yeah,
about him passing, it was like
yeah.
and
I don't think they
texting that
had.
day. Yeah, it looked like they were
Yeah, they
dope.
like, pick up the kids from school, and he was excited
Yeah.
about it.
But remember, like
Um,
the internet went crazy when Bray started with JoJo, and they were like, "Oh, he cheated on his wife."
yeah,
Da 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 da. It's like, damn, why y'all like? Who even knows if that was true? But it
yeah, I
seemed like she
forgot
was.
about that. And
Yeah,
then some people were talking about it on social media after the documentary. I'm like, who cares? I
yeah.
mean,
Who
of course
gives a
they,
fuck? And it sounded like they were divorced already. He was chilling. It
yeah,
sounded like they
they were
ended
over
like, yo, good terms. Like they were dope. Yeah, they would text each other and shit. They were chilling.
exactly. Yeah, people are saying that he left their family. I'm like, and
Stop with the
she
Bray
texted him
slander,
that day.
man. Yeah,
He was gonna pick
leave
up
the
their
Bray
kids from
slander,
school.
man.
Like,
Cause that was
exactly.
awesome that they had the whole family talk. They showed the kids, they introduced the kids. I thought that was
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Um, yeah, they really showed him love in that special.
And
I
then
thought it was awesome the way they put it together.
the Uncle Howdy teaser at the end.
I did see that. I it,
Yeah,
listen, I'm with it. I'm with
yeah,
it. Bo, the way Bo was talking, it seemed like he was ready to get back into it. Like even
because
when he was,
yeah,
when he was talking about, his eyes were like lighting up, like when he was looking at the camera. I was like, oh, he's like, he probably lost the spark and got it back. You know what I mean? Like, because
yeah,
I guess after you do something for a while, you know what I mean, you kind of lose love for it. You know what I mean? Especially like if you're doing it every day and you're not really like at the top, or you know what I mean, you're just doing like
yeah,
tag stuff here and there, and it's like fuck, like you probably lose that passion. So to see him talking about it, he looked like he was ready to get back
yeah.
into it. So I'm excited to see what they do with him.
And he talked about it too. Like when Bray got the call back, he was like, "Oh, am I gonna get the call back? Am I going
Yeah,
to?" They thought about that, and then he eventually did go back as Uncle Howdy.
yeah,
So it seems like he's all for it. I mean, if he wants to go back to do this in honor of Bray, let
yeah,
him do it. There's no problem with it.
yeah,
Um, if he doesn't want to, cool. Like
yeah.
there's no issue
Facts.
with that. Yeah. So, whatever they want, whatever the family feels comfortable with. It's not our job as fans to force him to come back
Yeah, but
as
it
this.
does seem like he's got that itch again.
Yeah,
So hopefully he does though. I think that'd be awesome.
that
I
would be
think
sick.
we'll I think we'll I think wrestling fans will accept him back. No problem.
Yeah,
Open arms.
it exactly. Definitely will be. But yeah, I got LA Knight winning this.
Yeah, I got LA, man.
Yeah, it'd be a crime if they didn't make him win this. So yeah, next matchup, we have the triple threat match for the United States Championship. Logan Paul defending it against Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. What were your thoughts on this feud, and who do you have winning?
Is it crazy for me to think that Logan's retaining?
No,
No, right?
not
Okay,
crazy.
cool.
He's not my
I
pick, but it's not crazy pick
yeah,
though.
I I thought he was gonna be losing it at Mania. I talked about that. I was like, oh, he'll win it. I forgot where he won it. I was like, he'll win it now, and then he'll hold it till like Mania and lose it. Which I think I was a pay per view late, and then he won it the next pay per view or something like that. But I kind of think they're gonna keep it on him. I think,
Okay.
especially with the international shows coming up, he's a big draw. But also, you could also just have him in the title picture. You don't need him as a champion going into those shows, but I think it
Yeah,
would help. But I think they gotta give it to Randy.
that's my pick.
I think
That's
it's
why I have winning.
Randy. I think Randy knows is probably like his last run. Like if he gets injured
Probably.
again, he's probably gonna call it. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah,
think this is, who knows, it is might be his last WrestleMania, but I think they're gonna treat this like his last WrestleMania moment. And I think they're
yeah,
gonna give him the title. I think it's a it's a cool thing to like give him that Mania moment. But also it's cool to see Randy with a belt again. And I would love to see him with that US title. And who knows, maybe he brings back the United States open challenge again.
challenge.
Who
Yeah,
knows?
that'd
You
be
know what I
cool.
mean? He
Yeah,
brings back the open challenge. That'd be dope as hell. And he could feud with anybody. Randy's one of those guys that you can put him in the ring with anybody. So it doesn't even limit you. So I think that's gonna be the best choice for them. I think Randy. I would love to see Owens win, but I think they're gonna give this moment to Orton. Like I said, like one of his last Mania moments. Here you go.
I think that the original plan. I mean, I could be guessing, but I think the original
Yeah,
plan for this match was probably Orton versus Logan Paul 1-on-1. But because of his back injuries, they probably added Kevin Owens to it. Kind of the
yeah,
similar reason why they made the Rumble match a fatal four way.
yes,
So that way others can carry the match and he won't do all the work or most of the work because
yeah.
both
He doesn't
people
have
do
to
the
do
work anyways.
everything. Yeah,
Yeah. So I think that's why they made it. Maybe they made this a triple threat so that way Logan doesn't get pinned and it's Orton
yes,
pinning Kevin Owens and it protects Logan. Um, I agree with you what you said about Logan Paul not being the champion entering every show, but as long as he's in the picture, that's cool. You also got to remember, SummerSlam this year is going to be in Cleveland, where he's from.
Yes. Yes.
So I don't see him entering that as champion, but we could get like somewhere down the line where he sneaks his way back into the title picture. And then he gets a number one contender spot, and then he has a championship match. Or if it's non-title, no big deal. But as long as he's definitely getting a match
Yeah.
then. So, but I don't see him holding it that long though, till SummerSlam. Um,
Yeah.
I do see an Orton holding it, but I also see an LA Knight facing Logan Paul and being him the one taking it off of Logan, LA Knight. So that's why I'm like kind of back and forth with Logan and Orton. But if I had to put like a final stamp on it, it's got to be Orton. I want to see Orton with the title one more time. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter what title it is. It would be cool to have him there. We don't know how much time he has left, so just give
Exactly.
it to him now. It's not that big of a deal.
Give
So
him that moment. Facts. And I do agree with you because I think so. The way WWE should do it is have Logan lose it to Randy, and then have them have a rematch at Clash at the Castle.
not at Backlash.
Now you could do a little something at Backlash, but I think it would you have the one-on-one at
Okay.
Clash at the Castle, and I think that's where you either could have Logan win it back because you gave like Randy that big moment, cool, like he held it for 2 months, cool. Then
Yeah.
you have Clash at the Castle, or you could have him lose and have him win Money in the Bank with the anticipation in Cleveland being SummerSlam and him just week after week coming out on whoever's champion at that time. They're like, hey, I might not be fighting you at SummerSlam, but don't forget I'm just here chilling.
Yeah.
You could even have him beat Randy and win the Money in the Bank as U.S. champion. And you
Like
could
cashing
have
on Randy. Okay.
him have the championship, like have the U.S. belt, have Money in the Bank, and go into SummerSlam dripping in gold, and then maybe he loses the belt at SummerSlam and cashes in.
Yeah.
Could do something like that. But then it's like who would he cash in on? You know what I mean? Like then it becomes that situation because then also you gotta remember Belgium's right there in September.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That
you
is
can have
true.
him win. Maybe you have him cash in on Cody and just have him take a beating from Gunther and win.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh,
Or you do something. You know what I mean? Like I think that'd be cool. Like have
like
him
he's the
go into
transitional
like
champion
like
from Cody to
yeah.
Gunther.
But I think it would be cool to have him go into Cleveland as Money in the Bank and like threatening, like putting all the belt, like all the champions on notice, like not just talking about Cody. I'm not just talking about Drew at the, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
talking about everybody. I could come and get any belt I want and
Yeah.
just have everybody. And then maybe he comes out every match. Maybe you put him as like a guest commentator that night, so that he's just sitting ringside with his Money in the Bank. That place would
Yeah.
go crazy if he cashed in Cleveland.
Yeah. Maybe
But
not. Who knows? He'll probably be a heel, so we don't know.
but he will get love though because he's over, bro. Like
He is. Yeah.
even when he makes those big entrances and stuff, he gets cheers. Like he gets boos, but a lot of people are there like cheering for him.
Yeah.
Logan gets love, man. But yeah, I could see something like that happening. But I think it would be cool for Randy to win at Mania. Give him that moment, man.
Owens is just there to help out with Orton, I
Yeah,
guess. Because no shot to Logan Paul, but like he's still learning. So
yeah,
in a big spotlight like this, where he has to protect Randy Orton, out of all people, I
yeah,
mean, it's his responsibility to protect everybody. You saw that spot with Rey Mysterio at Crown
yeah,
Jewel. Um, but again, it's Randy Orton. You would want someone else there in the match
yeah.
to help out with that stuff.
Especially that he's
Um,
not 100. You know what I mean? We know
yeah,
Randy's not 100. So you can
exactly,
protect him all you want. One little thing could happen. You know what I mean? Like, so they put Kevin Owens in there just to be extra safe.
exactly, exactly. Yeah, so I got Randy Orton winning
Yeah,
this. I feel like it'd be
I think
great.
Randy too. I think that's a cool moment.
Yeah, that'd be awesome to see. Yeah, so I think we have two more matches left. This is
Two
a
more.
shorter
Okay.
match card. There's six
Yeah.
matches on this night. For that we know of. Again, you did say on night one predictions, or Rock versus Seth.
You right. I did say that.
Yeah,
I did say
I don't mind that. I
that.
don't mind
Yeah, I
that.
think that would be sick.
Who knows? We gotta see. Can Damian cash in night one? We gotta wait. But
Yeah.
this is again, we're doing this in order. So this next match,
Oh my God, we haven't talked about this match. This is Cole.
co-main event. That's why I said
Whoa.
co-main event is for the women's championship. Io Sky
Wow.
against Bailey. Um, what are your thoughts on that? That's right in front of the. You go to this match at any way, shape, or form. This is the transitional match from the previous to the main event, or
Say no
are you
transition
excited?
match. Oh, I'm fucking hyped that this
Yeah,
is co-main event.
yeah.
What? That's fucking awesome. Yes, I'm so down with this. I I rather this than them opening up the show. I rather this. I didn't know we only had two matches left because I was thinking I was like, yo, we haven't gotten to a women yet. Oh
Yeah,
shoot, let's do this. Yeah, I'm hyped for this. I like this idea, and come on, it's Bailey. It's gotta be
yeah.
Bailey. Give me this moment for Bailey, man. I think this is gonna be so sick. She deserves it. I forgot what year was that. Was it 2 years ago where she tore her ACL?
I think so.
Like right
I
before
think so.
Mania. That was like, yo, she deserves the belt. This is the moment. This is the moment for her. Forget about that 2 years ago. This is the moment Bailey becomes champion at WrestleMania. Like I said, I think she deserves it.
Yeah, I mean, she's put in the work. She's carried this whole damage control storyline, so it makes sense to give her the title.
It's full
Um,
circle. Yeah.
I love Io Sky. She hasn't done shit with the belt. Give it up already.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time she defended it, but
I couldn't tell you.
it's you mean either. So it's Bailey's time. Like you said, she deserves it. She's
Yeah.
ready. Give her her moment and her flowers. Makes sense.
Yeah, she
And
needs this moment, man.
yeah, I'm still a little salty. They didn't make it a triple threat. That
Yeah.
was that's the one thing that I'm like holding a grudge against for WWE.
But
Could have done it now, but
I get it though. I think they want Bailey to get that one on one, like 1, 2, 3 pin on a champion. Rather, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like a clean win rather than because they probably would just have her pin Dakota. But I think this was a good choice. I do hate that we didn't get the triple threat, but I'm fine getting this. I am fine. I know you
I
were really
guess
disappointed. I
I
love
was. I
Dakota,
was.
but I do like just the one on one match for this. But it would have been dope to have it.
I guess the reason why they did it, I mean, I think I said this the last episode, is for Dakota to get that had to be the mouthpiece of the group. But I feel like that's not lasting for a long time. Maybe they didn't make the triple threat for Mania because they're probably finding ways to extend it with damage control. Like, let's say Bailey wins, obviously the rematch at Backlash. Then at Clash, it could either be against Dakota.
You could throw that whole
Um,
group at Bailey.
exactly.
Yeah,
Then at Money in the Bank, Dakota wins it, and then maybe she announces, "Hey, I'm not gonna surprise cash it. I'm gonna cash in against you two or something." Um, to make the story go a little bit longer till SummerSlam, because I feel
yeah,
like that should be the ending of this Damage Control versus Bailey feud. Triple threat. Bailey retains that match. Done and over with. They separate. Like no,
okay,
they don't face each other ever again.
okay,
I thought
got you.
that would have been the Mania match, but I guess if you have Bailey winning it, you're gonna have to have the rematch.
Yeah,
Um, so that makes sense. So I don't know, but I do have Bailey win it, man. It's again like I said with the LA Knight thing is it's a crime not to give it to Bailey.
exactly. Yes, she deserves
you
it,
know,
bro. It's 2 years.
She could
2 years, bro.
2 years in the making.
What was that? That was going into Dallas, right?
That was
Right
after
before.
Dallas.
It was after Dallas that she tore her ACL.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, she didn't have a match that year. She didn't have a match the year before either.
What,
She
37?
hosted the previous year. Remember that?
Yes. Yes.
She had that moment with the Bella twins, and then a year later, I don't think she had a match.
No, she
She
did not have a
returned.
match.
She returned that year at SummerSlam.
Yes.
Um, and then that's when Dakota and Io came out. So yeah, year and a half, a year and a half in the making.
Wow. Yeah, year and a half in the making. Yeah. Yeah, she deserves this, bro. Give her that belt. Give her that moment, that mania moment.
Especially she took loss after loss after loss against Bianca.
Bro,
Give her this
she
one.
is such the like forgotten horsewoman.
Yeah,
And she's the only one that's been there consistently.
yeah, she has.
The only break she's taken is when she gets injured.
Yeah,
It's the
she was
only
killing.
break she's taken.
She was killing it during the pandemic era. Her and
Yeah.
Sasha
Yep.
killed it. Before then, when she won the tag belts and after the whole Sasha thing, she continued and had a great run after that.
Yep.
She never took a break,
Nope.
and she deserves this really 100%.
Like we
Um,
hardly see Charlotte. Becky is
does her
just
thing, but
there. Yeah,
yeah,
she's there. Sasha's not there. No, you know what I mean? Like it
yeah,
took this long to get Bailey a mania moment.
yeah.
40, bro. But let's
For
do it.
yeah,
Let's give her this moment.
it's
And
right before the
co-main
main
event,
event.
this is
Yeah,
awesome. This is awesome.
this is definitely going to be. I mean, this is the only women's match of the night. The other night had two, so um,
Yo, you think
this is
they
going to
steal
be a
the
memorable
show?
one.
You think that
I
yo,
is I don't know. I wouldn't say steal the show. I wouldn't be surprised if it stole the show,
to be honest, yeah, I wouldn't either.
but it's definitely going to be a memorable one.
Yeah.
You know,
But
people are
like
going to be talking about this.
going on Co, they definitely in their mind is like, you got Cody and Roman following us. Like,
Yeah,
let's just fucking go balls to the wall. You know what I mean? Like, let's just fucking
like
wall
what
out.
Rhea and Charlotte did last year.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like we got to find a way to one up the main event so we prove them wrong
Yeah,
backstage. That would be sick though.
yeah. This is dope. I love this. That this is co-main event, and I have Bailey. Bailey's winning that. Give her that moment, man.
Yeah, I say Bailey too. I got Bailey. But yeah, any other thoughts on this feud, this storyline?
Nah, I'm happy this match is happening. Like I said, it would have
Yeah,
been cool as a triple threat, but yeah, this is gonna be cool. This is gonna be a good one.
yeah, yeah. So that leaves us with one more match of the night, which is the main event.
Ooh.
Roman Reigns defending his undisputed Universal Championship against the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. Match stipulation yet to be decided, depending on who wins the tag match the night before. Um, so I'm gonna start this one off actually.
Oh, kick it off,
Um,
Nick.
so I again, it really depends on who wins the tag match the night before. It might be bloodline rules,
Mm-hmm.
basically no disqualification, or one-on-one no interferences. I'm still standing on that part where I think Seth and Cody should win the tag match. I do really want to see how this goes one-on-one, no interferences. Will it be bad if it was bloodline rules? No. Um, I do think that it'll settle a lot more um, if whoever wins the cleanly. You know,
Yeah.
um, you're gonna have to. I mean, Roman did say if he loses, he's gone for a while, not gone permanently. But then if Cody loses, I don't know if you saw that interview from ESPN yesterday, but he did say that um, if he doesn't finish the story, might as well become a commentator. You know, that type of thing.
To be at the
So
table?
I don't think he said he'll literally do it. I don't think he'll actually do it, but that's basically what he's saying. If he doesn't
Yeah.
finish the story, then what's the point? Type of thing. Um, so uh, I don't know. It could be up in the air. I mean, um,
It is up in the
for
air.
for the while, I was like, oh, it's definitely Roman. You know, Roman's definitely winning it, but like it can go either way. You know, it's Cody could have a better chance. I think he has a better chance of winning this year than he did last year.
You think he has a better chance?
A better chance. Yeah.
I
Like,
don't know, bud.
you think the other way around?
I think the other way around. I think he had a better chance last year.
I don't know.
Got that
I
whole
think he has
crew
a better
behind
chance
him. I
this year.
mean, Cody has a crew behind him too, but that bloodline crew ain't no joke. If his bloodline rules, I don't know, man.
but Cody could use anything to his advantage. I mean, but
Yo,
I
listen,
want I
man.
want Roman to win too. But it's like
Oh, I hope it's Roman. I really do. I
same.
think, like I said, man, if you were gonna give me Roman and Rock, right? Because
Yeah,
I think that's down the line still, Roman and Rock. I think you have to have it Roman as champion, and I
yeah.
think The Rock attacks him after the match if he wins,
Damn.
and that's how we get like full heel Rock tweener Roman Reigns.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
I
everybody's
wasn't
gonna boo
gonna say
him.
that.
Because they're gonna try and turn Rock full heel. The fans aren't
Yeah.
gonna like it because they're gonna start cheering for him because they just decide to do
Whatever
things.
they want.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just
Yeah.
decide
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
do things. But I think if they were gonna do that, that's how they need to do it. I would love for Roman to win, but I don't know, man. I
You
could
can
see them
also
giving it to Cody. I could see them giving it to Cody. And I know finish the story, da 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 da. I think Cody. I don't think Cody needs the belt, man. He's already the
I
guy. I think,
I I'd also think that like because I'm thinking of like different possibilities that can go on in this match on
yeah,
both sides on both stipulations. Because if it's bloodline rules, right? If you remember when The Rock first returned earlier this year, he said he's trying to take down Roman Reigns and become the head of the table. What if like the story is like The Rock was faking it this entire time? He doesn't actually like Roman. He's doing this to think that he's on the same side, but in reality, come WrestleMania night two, he turned on Roman and cost him the match.
so I also thought about that, but I think they're too deep in with the family thing. You know what I mean? They're too deep in,
Yeah,
especially that Rock has always been a family guy in people's eyes. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
he always repped his family, the Johnson Maivia family. So I think
yeah.
if anything, it would be that like now that Cody's out the way, I'm taking you down. That's how I see it. Like now that that bullshit's done, I'm still here for you, and that's what I'm saying. If you're still gonna do that, Roman needs to be champion.
But then this is the downfall of Roman. You already got the title off of him, because if you lose, because I don't know, I just feel like if the title's on the line, the Rock's mindset is probably like, if I lose that match, then he's still a champion, and I probably won't have time to come back because I'm a Hollywood actor.
Yeah.
If you get the title off him at WrestleMania, that part's done. I don't got to do that much. All I got to do is just beat him, or just like make sure that he knows that I'm the head
Yeah.
of the table and he's not the head of the table anymore. Then that's it. I don't got to come back after
But
this.
but Rock would lose. Rock is not winning against Roman because Roman's the tribal chief. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like that.
I
That's how
mean,
you put Roman over as much as possible. But I guess you could still do the match even without the belt.
yeah,
But I just feel like it makes Roman more like I don't even know what to call it. Like not human status. Like he's a wrestling
on
god
God
right
mode.
now. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Yeah, he's a wrestling god. So like without the belt,
yeah,
cool. It's a cool storyline. But him with the belt, being the tribal chief, you know what I mean? Like having all these
yeah,
accolades, it adds up and it means more against The Rock. But I could see them giving it to Cody. I could see them giving him this moment. I just think personally, Cody doesn't need the belt. I think he's more of um the people's champion that he don't need the belt. He's gonna get cheered either way. It was kind of like Cena at the end with the kids. It was like, yeah, the adults are booing him, but every kid in here is cheering for him. He don't need the belt. You know what I mean? It was just like he's in big storylines, and I feel that's what
yeah,
Cody needs to do. But I think they need to get this belt on him so that he can lose it and never have to be champion again.
yeah. I
I
guess
think
so.
they just need to get the story over with, and then the best way to do it is let him get cashed in on and let it fade out and let him just do big storylines. Like the storylines that he does should be in the title picture, but not really in the title picture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's the co-main event. He's that guy that's always gonna hold it down. But then we also got guys going for the belt, and we're trying to make them stars. He's a star. We don't. It's like a Rollins. Rollins doesn't really need that belt. He's just carrying it around. You know
Until
what I mean?
he,
Like it's
yeah,
cool. Yeah, like it's a belt. You know what I mean? But
it's
he's
about,
already so. What happens with that belt and Seth is that Seth is just on another level that I feel like that belt on him kind of brings him down.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like that belt should be used for to test people out, like a Gunther, a Priest. That's a test
exactly.
out belt before we give you this main belt. Let's see how the people react to you, and let's see what you could do with us. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? But like I said, I would love for Roman to win. I would love for him to pass Hogan. I would love to be him. Like I know people are like, oh, it doesn't. I would love for Roman to be up there because to be in that record book and to prove
yeah,
not the fans, but to prove the system wrong. Like we liked him when he was with the Shield, when he was a heel. Then you turned him babyface. You shoved him in our face.
yeah.
What finally worked for him? As a heel.
This,
That's
yeah,
what people liked in the first place. Why would you change? You know what I mean? Like it was one of those things,
exactly.
but it
Yeah,
makes sense. He had the look. The kids loved him. It made sense. It just didn't get over well. But to have him on top in that book, it tells the people who tried to shove him down the fans' throat. It shows the fans that were trying to go against him all along that he is one of the greats. You know what I mean? That's why I want him to pass Hogan. So that he's not just, oh, he's another name on the list. No. He passed Hogan, homie. Like, you
yeah,
had to
yeah,
be there. You know what I mean? Like, you had to be in this era to understand it. Because people are going to look back at this time and be like, he was champion for how long? You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like, I used to
yeah. I see.
look at the record book and be like, Bruno Sammartino held the belt for how many years? 4 years? That's so long. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like, I couldn't fathom it, and now we're living in this time period, and it's like, whoa, like this is so like people are gonna hate, but it's a legendary title run
it is. It is.
with the storyline, everything, but also the matches. You know what I mean? Like at first, like we talked about, the title run was a little stale. Then it started to pick up. Then they started doing the bloodline stuff, and then it was full on and running. And Sammy joined, and all this other stuff. But this run deserves to be in the record books and deserves a top spot. Now, I'm not saying let him hold it for 7 years and pass Bruno,
No,
but
yeah,
let
yeah.
him. Hogan's what in August?
Right there. He's right
Like,
there.
let him just.
Yeah,
I get it. People are like, you don't need the record book. No, I think it's a big fuck you from him to everybody who didn't believe in him. And I want it
yeah,
more for him. Like, because I
yeah.
was one
I
of those
guess.
guys, I was
Yeah,
like, fucking Roman, bro. This guy
yeah,
sucking succotash. Like, I hated it. And
yeah,
finally, the heel stuff happened and was like, wow, he finally got my attention. It's working. Like, it's going. And it's just kept going, kept going. And now look at it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those things that's like, I think he deserves that status. I think he deserves that record. But
yeah.
Cody's in the way, and I kind of think Triple H is gonna give it to Cody.
I mean, there's so many. I don't even know who I want to win. I would prefer Roman, but it's like I can
Yeah, I
kind
would
of
love
see
it.
the reasons. I
The
can see
only
the
thing
reasons
I'm
why they give it to
nervous,
Cody.
yeah, I'm just nervous with Cody because I don't know what comes after.
Yeah. Like, did you really take the title off of Roman for this? That's what I'm worried about too. It's like you could have
Yeah,
just
like
kept it
they're
on
gonna
Roman a
have him
little bit
take it.
longer.
They're gonna have nothing for it. Like,
Yeah.
what is he? Because
That and it's
that's a
also
SmackDown belt. Who on SmackDown has he feuded with?
yeah. Yeah,
I
it's
get
really
it.
I don't
Like
know.
it gives him the moment, but it's like, and there's no big like heel for to go after him.
Yeah, it
The
really
big
isn't.
heel would have been McIntyre. He's on Raw. You know what I mean? And he's going
But the
after the other
draft
belt.
can happen and switch up and change
Exactly.
things
Yeah.
around, so we don't know. That's also something we
Very
got to
true.
think about.
Very
It's like
true.
it wouldn't matter at this point if we just gave it to Cody.
True. Yeah. I
I
don't know,
mean,
man, but I would love for Roman to retain it.
I'm
But
still on the fence, man.
deep down, I think they're gonna give it to Cody.
I'm on the fence. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe after press end the recording, I'll
You're gonna be
probably
like, oh,
figure
I
it out.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, but at this very second, I don't know. Like I
It's a
really
tough
don't
one.
know.
I don't think we
It is
picked
tough.
people. I don't think we picked anyone last year either. I think we said,
I think we did the same thing last year.
yeah. I think we left the main event open. We were like, oh, we don't know.
Yeah,
Like, but this
I
one,
gotta go back and watch that.
yeah, I think it's Cody. I want Roman though. But yeah, that's my picks.
I'm gonna say the same thing, but like I don't want to put a stamp on it and be like I don't know. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
see what I'm gonna wait to see what happens. If Cody wins and I like it, cool. If Roman Reigns and I like it, which I probably will, awesome. I think it probably should be a win. I
I
think
can't
it'll
wait
be
for you
like
to come on next week and be like, WrestleMania fucking sucked. You're like,
night
oh,
two was the
Nick's
worst.
mad.
Yeah, yeah. And then you're gonna be wearing the Jay Uso shirt that you talked about the other
Oh,
day.
nah. You'll be wearing the No Yeet shirt. Sorry to tell you,
I
bud.
don't know. You shall
Sorry to
see.
tell you, bud.
But yeah, I really don't know this main event. I can't. I think I said the same thing last year too.
Yeah,
And
but
now that I think about it,
that's the exciting part. That's
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what's so fun about it, because it could either be a clean one-on-one match, it could be nonsense like I talked about on the last episode that was like it's gonna be overbooked, and
yeah,
so many people are gonna come out. I'm gonna love it, but also I don't know
yeah.
if I want that, and you know what I mean. So it's like one of these
We
matches
shall
that's
see.
just like we just gotta wait and see. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
excited for it though.
me too.
But yeah, I hope Roman wins.
How excited are you about WrestleMania overall, both nights?
Overall, I haven't been this excited for a Mania in a while. I'll
Me
say
too.
that. I think the
I think
last Mania
definitely better than
that,
last year's.
yeah, I think the last Mania that I was super excited for, um,
For me, like I've been excited for
maybe.
a lot of them, but for me personally, the last time I was super excited
No, that's
was
what I'm saying.
33.
Yeah, 33. That might have
Orlando.
that might have been mine too, to be
Wow,
honest, because
wow,
33 was a fire ass card,
it was
and
great
that was,
stage.
yeah, and that was the year I was like Bray's gonna beat Orton. Bray's gonna go on this
Yeah.
long ass title reign. Fucking played me. He played me like
I
a
think
fiddle.
34 was also cool because they also had the return of Daniel Bryan
Yeah,
that year. So I
but I
think,
think 33 has so much hype around it that was
yeah,
like, and then also 35 had a little bit of hype, but like I said, like I'm excited every year, but like
yeah,
excited, I think was 33 also. So that's the last time that I was like, yeah, I can't wait for Mania. Like it
yeah,
actually feels like WrestleMania.
exactly, exactly.
It hasn't felt like that the last couple of years. It's just like, oh shit, I forgot like Mania's
Yeah,
coming up. You know what I mean? But this one feels like it's a WrestleMania, and the
yeah,
card is stacked.
it is. It is.
It has
I'm super stacked.
it has the potential to be in that club of like top 10, top
Yeah,
5.
it could be. Yeah,
Yeah, most definitely. Especially with the card, the potential is through the roof.
yeah. I mean, it probably has
The
no
only
roof
thing
to the
that's tough
stadium, but yeah,
about it is that you gotta like rank it all together. You know what I mean? Compared to like older shows are that's where the whole fucking like that's a whole nother conversation. But like the list of like I've seen that a lot this week with like top 10 WrestleManias. And it's like the lists are like all over the place. But it's like it's
yeah,
tough because no one's talking about the last couple WrestleManias because it's kind of tough because it's 2 nights. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
do you just place one night or do you place it under the WrestleMania overall? But then you can't really because there's 8 matches each night, and sometimes some of them are shit. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
it's fucking tough, and that's why like I've seen a lot of discussions like, "Oh, this WrestleMania is the best." Da 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 da. It's been like, "Nah, it's too long. This one's the best."
yeah.
So it's like it's just crazy how I've seen that conversation. It's just like crazy that like the way people scale it is different. Like
I
I've seen
know.
people just say WrestleMania 38, and then other lists I'll see WrestleMania 38 night 2. You know what I mean? Like it's like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, yeah,
okay. So certain people rank it differently. I gotcha. I can't
yeah.
rank them at all, to be honest,
Me
because
neither.
I would probably do it like night one, night two.
Same here.
Yeah,
Same.
facts.
This is
But
gonna be fun though.
man,
It's gonna be
this is
fun.
gonna be a good one, bro.
I'm excited, and yeah,
Can't wait.
I'm looking forward to it.
Oh,
I guess we could wrap it
excited.
up right there. I hope you're going into it night one, so you're lucky on that part.
Let's get it,
Um,
baby.
but yeah, this has been night two of the predictions for night two of WrestleMania 40. Hope you all enjoyed both nights of predictions. Go watch night one, literally the episode before this on all platforms if you have not listened to that one yet. Once again, I am Nick, your host. With me is my co-host Joel, and we will see you guys next episode.
Catch ya.